Hello, Saints. I want to recommend this King James Bible that was put out by the Church Bible Publishers. Very nice hardback Pew Bible. You can get it at the Church Bible Publishers website for just $10. And obviously, it is a King James. So we see on the side of the of this Bible it says Holy Bible, Authorized King James, and then we have the CBP, the Church Bible Publishers. Very affordable, and if you know anything about the Church Bible Publishers, they put out very good quality Bibles for a very, very cheap price. And I duct taped mine just because I wanted the front cover to last me longer. So I taped it both front and back. I won't turn to the back, but I just wanted to show you this Bible and how nice it is. And it's just $10. It's a hardback Pew Bible. I prefer hardbacks just because they last longer, in my personal opinion, than soft covers. But that's not to say that soft covers won't last very long. But as you can see here, it says the Holy Bible containing the Old and New Testaments, translated out of the original tongues with the former translations diligently compared and revised. The text conformal to that of the edition of 1611, commonly known as the Authorized or King James Bible. And then we have the logo, Church Bible Publishers, and this is a website, churchkjb.com. You can always pause that if you want to check it out and check all their Bibles out. And from what I know, they have a video where you can actually see in the in their not factory, but their place where they actually make them. So it's really interesting if you have the time out of the day just to look at that. And what I like about this Bible too, it's very, very simple. So it's just a pure text. There's no maps. There's no extras in the back. No concordances. Excuse me. There's no intros to the books or any of that stuff or daily readings. It's just a pure text Bible. Just simple, just the way I like it. I'm not opposed to study Bibles, but I just prefer as my Bible, my personal daily Bible, just to be just a pure text, the Word of God, without any other things added to it. And what I like about this Bible, which is something very rare to see these days on King James Bible, is to have the Epistle dedicatory, which we see here. And it also has a Translators to the readers, which is very rare to see these days. Even more so rare than the Epistle dedicatory. And the reason most King James Bibles just don't have it is because, for page's sake, just because they don't include it for the space. And I'm still reading this, in the process of reading the Translators to the readers. And I haven't had the time to, I guess, read it all. I will eventually. But you can see here. Oh, and just by the way, this Bible is a PCE, a Pure Cambridge edition. So I don't know if the other Bibles in the Church Bible Publishers are Pure Cambridge edition, but this one I know for sure is. So it passed their 13-point test of a Pure Cambridge edition. And if you don't know what that is, I recommend you checking out a Bible Protector channel. It's Bible Protector, and they talk about a lot of defending the King James Bible, and they talk a lot about the Pure Cambridge edition. So pretty much it's the King James Bible in its purest form without any grammatical errors. So there's not one absolute error, and that was done, I believe, in 1900. So this is a Pure Cambridge edition in its purest form. So there's no grammatical errors, nothing. And so yeah, I know for sure this is it. And I did check all the 13 points and it passed. And my previous Bible I had from Holman did not have some. They removed the book, the or the name of the books, and they did remove the epistle subscripts, which is very important because the book names and the epistle subscripts are not part of the translators. It's part of the epistles, the manuscripts, the original manuscripts. And if you have a King James Bible that has removed, for example, let me just turn just to give you some examples. I know I had a King James Bible or previous ones before where in the Old Testament, see the book of Psalms, you need to make sure that they have the correct book names, because some of the King James Bibles nowadays have been altered and they've changed book names or they've removed epistle subscripts. So for example, if I turn to let me just turn to the Minor Prophets. I guess this is one, but I'll actually go beyond Daniel. So right here we have the Minor Prophet Hosea. Most King James Bibles, I would say in the top, it'll say the book of Hosea. And then it'll say, for example, the book of Joel. So something to check out is obviously it needs to say just Joel, Amos, Habakkuk, Malachi, Jonah. It's not supposed to say the book of Joel, the book of Amos. Those are actually additions from the Roman Catholic Church. And if you have that in your King James Bible, it's not a pure King James Bible. And you need to get a pure one. I recommend getting the Pure Cambridge edition in its purest form. And the Gospels should say the Gospel according to St. Matthew. So that's very important. It's supposed to say the Gospel according to St. John, St. Mark, St. Luke. And another one that you need to check too is the Epistle to the Hebrews by Paul. Paul is the one who wrote the Epistle to the Hebrews. So this is very important. It needs to say the Epistle of Paul the Apostle to the Hebrews. Who's the author of the Epistle to the Hebrews? It's Paul. Paul wrote this epistle. So it's from Romans to Hebrews that he wrote. And obviously the book of Revelation, it needs to say the revelation of St. John the Divine. So if your King James Bible doesn't have those titles, you don't have a pure King James Bible. It's very important because these, like I said, these are not titles from the translators themselves, but they are actually titles from the original manuscripts. And that's very important. But it's very simplistic, as you can see. Very simple. Just a pure text. It's not a red letter edition. Personally, I don't like red letter edition. I prefer it just to be black text all throughout in the Gospels. And I think even parts of Revelation. But I don't like the red letter edition. I just prefer all the texts to be black. And it's very simple. Just all it has is just title headings. That's pretty much it. Other than that, it's just there's no references to scriptures and none of that. No commentaries. It's just a pure text. Just the way I like it. It's simplistic. It doesn't distract me. If I get a study Bible, it's just going to be in my library, not going to be my main Bible. And something that's cool too is like in the epistles, it'll say it'll have like where it was written. Like for example, the second epistle of Timothy. The first to Timothy was written from Laodicea, which is the chiefest city of Phrygia. What does that say? Pakatiana? I don't know if I pronounced that right. So yeah, it's very simplistic. And obviously, Book of Revelation, it just says the end. There's no extras, as you would see in most common King James Bibles out there, or they just have the extras in the back. This is pretty much it. And so yeah, you can get this for $10. Hardback Pew Bible from Church Bible Publishers. So if you don't have much money, I definitely recommend this good quality hardback Pew Bible put out by the Church Bible Publishers. And it is a pure Cambridge edition. And so you're going to be getting very good quality Bible in its purest form. And there's not much ghosting from the pages. So you're still able to see, as you can see here, the letters, but it's not distracting. What I like about this Bible too is that it has very, very bold black text. That's what I like about it. So it's very, very good, and it doesn't wear out or bring your eyes weary because of the text, but it's very, very good text that will help your eyes. So thank you, and God bless you.